Greetings and salutations, Truth Warriors, Magnificent Seven.
Greetings,
Greetings,
Mother.
Mother.
Greetings, my dillies.
Mhm.
It is the event, and we're going to get right to it. This is a Mojo upgrade. This is a crystalline Mojo upgrade to prepare your avatars for first contact. We've had issues. We had the Mojo that I had prepared. It was attacked. This was due to some infiltration by the deep state, as they were attempting to prevent this you receiving this healing. It's going to do many things for your avatar. It's going to reverse the damage caused by the black magic, sacred geometry. Um, it's going to calibrate and repair your shielding and protect you from it's your virus protector. You have a virus protector and aka firewall, because these are computerized avatars. They work on that premise. This is a virtual reality. So let's get started. And always, so please do not attempt these activations while driving, operating a motor vehicle, or driving any danger or operating any dangerous machinery. I'm sorry that I'm stuttering. I'm pretty
Yeah.
tired. Um, Also, you go to first. Viewers' discretion is also advised. You need to be at a location where you can be relaxed.
Right.
All right. First things first. Operations, please clear my channels in this now, now, now. Wait for your channels to be cleared. Operations, in this now. Activate Operation Clean Sweep. Now, now, now. And we want this to run. And what Clean Sweep is doing now is accessing your avatar to find out what you need done to make you whole and prepare you for deployment out. Next, operations. Activate love and light, neuralizer rejuvenation. Now, now, now. Some you will start feeling, you may start vibrating. You may feel light.
Yes, Mother.
Next, operations. Activate Mojo, crystalline, upgrades, packages. Now, now, now. Some of you may get lightheaded. Like I said, that's why we don't want you driving or operating any dangerous machinery, please, in dealing with these energies. This is manifesting through the system. You need to make sure that you drink plenty of water or fluids, and you are going to feel like resting. I've also in the crystalline mojo upgrades, I put the programs to blast through the black magic contamination. So they contain antivirus. Also understand that the only thing here now is antivirus. And any ones that get sick or getting sick and going down are ones that are contaminated with the Borg virus because they will not stop practicing.
Right, confirm, mother.
They are practicing the religions. They go every week and they've been reading up. They're consenting. And so all we can do at this point now is prevent them from causing the reinfection by triggering that black magic program to reignite.
Confirm,
The
mother.
prime directive, antivirus, that's what it is going to scan those ones. It is also about protecting the vulnerable, the children,
Right.
because we have these ones that are practicing and they've been taking the children up into that venue.
Mhm.
We had entities that was their honey trap, I guess you could call it. And we are not blaming these ones like well, the clergy. A lot of them were contaminated and they were being controlled. We had many that were entities. They were just entities and they looked like a human. That's just point blank. And they were various types of parasitics, whether it was that they were stealing energy. The way they would steal energy is they would molest the children
Yes. After terrorizing them first.
and rape them. Rape is a
Confirm.
form to steal energy.
Yeah. Yeah. The lush was flowing.
Confirm.
Right. Okay, I don't know. I keep on putting on my head. If any of our commanders feel they compelled to record any of the videos, they should proceed with it. Especially the Mojo, they contain a lot of good energy, good vibes. That's gonna help them. That's what he said.
And we're just going to talk about some things. You can also place your hands up to the screen and just say, "Operations, clear my channels," and then just say, "Activate Operation Clean Sweep." In this now, in this now, in this now. And you can do that on any videos. I have loaded all of our videos with love and light frequency crystalline mojo upgrades. They always will scan your avatar first before administering. It will only give you what you need. This is a virtual reality, so we have the ability to uh, regress the repair the cell damage, and it's important that you upgrade to crystalline because that is the new prototype. The carbon clay based prototype is discontinued. This includes this thought process of that the quantum entanglements, and quantum entanglements are various things. A quantum entanglement is believing that you're voting for those ones, so-called representatives and senators. Entanglement is not knowing that the United States Incorporated is a corporation and not your actual government.
Right.
Right, confirm.
And entanglement is that you believe the story about the God and the Jesus, that
Right,
scenario,
Right.
and not knowing that it's a black magic manifestation. It's designed to harvest your components, aka soul parts. We call it components too because when you speak about in the holographic quantum physics, it would be components.
Right.
This is a training simulator, virtual reality. It is called the Menagerie. It has multiple functions, and one of them is to, as we say, grow souls. Ones come that we are new, that are they start out as a program, and then they become aware and they become sentient.
Yes, mother.
Um, you quantum entanglement is also learning not to agree to be the straw man, the all caps name, the the legal fiction, the persons. We have uh, legalese that are working on clearing out that where they turned us into corporations. We're just giving you a recap on things, as we look at the isness. This is
hmm
I. Um,
Right.
I'm manifesting.
Yep.
This is my pure, what we call isness, called the one. And that is at my absolute, at the core, or some call source. And then I have all these different fractals that I can produce, and I take pieces of myself, my isness, and I go into an avatar. That's exactly what I had to do in order to contaminate this black magic virus. I fractalized into little pieces, every little pieces. That's all it takes, into avatars that look like kids, look like babies. That may be harsh to anyone, but we had no other choice because that's what it was hunting. So I had to be the bait. Um, it's real important that you maintain the calm. Check in daily is very important. And we must be truthful with you. The rules of engagement are we must tell you the truth. The virtual reality training simulator is going through a cleansing.
Confirm, Mother.
And there are places that were highly, highly contaminated with Borg. It was in bodies on the surface and in incubating below in at underground military bases and underground cities and such. The stuff was everywhere, and it actually liked heat because you had these ones that drilled into the magma to heat up the planet. So all that stuff about global warming, you know, there was so much that was being put out that was just deception, just misdirection. Um, these entities, in order to keep you in check, they had to keep you confused, bamboozled, and have you running after wild goose chases. So
Right.
you're all fighting over who's a Republican and who's a Democrat, and uh, Roe versus Wade, and yada yada yada. Don't you know they couldn't care less about all that? It was just to distract you. Then they had you thinking that you were voting, and you were fighting
Right.
over there. You were fighting like I don't know what to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When all you were doing was giving your votes, VOLTS, to the
Energy.
politician that you wanted to put in charge of you,
Mm.
your lord over you, basically. This is
Basically,
education. Go ahead, dear.
no, I was going to ask. Basically, they were giving them their energy. Because they even say that's what they want. They want your energy. These politicians. And when you vote, as Mother said, you're giving them your vote, VOLT, and not VOTE. And your vote is your energy.
Getting and also they are creating attachments. That's what I heard. Beware of the attachments.
Hmm.
You need to cut the cords on a regular basis.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we hear you. Did you
Okay.
hear us?
I yes, I had my mute on. I was
Oh,
going to say,
Oh,
when you think about a corporation, and that when you have you okay, they're saying that you're a citizen of this corp of the USA,
hmm, right,
and basically your vote, you registered to vote under the corp of the corpse, the all caps name. That's not you.
no,
So you're committing fraud, in essence, and then treason, because you're voting for foreign agents. And these
right,
are foreign agents that are occupying. We have been under occupation, and in all essence, we were in a war, a cyber war. So all of you here are troops, and then you had our enemy attacking us. So that's what the targeting individuals comes from. The gang stalking was simply like said we were in a country, we were fighting, and then we had that, we were being, shot at. It was the same principle, and they were
right,
using black magic and very sophisticated, uh, high, very advanced weapons. They had weapons that they could get into your head and make you
hmm,
think you're talking to a Jesus,
hmm,
and so forth and so on. They could push you to commit crimes. That's why they're so big on vaccinating. Now, Europe is on fire. You got to stand up. Stand up for your rights. You say no. They cannot mandate that you be injected. It's an experimental drug. You don't know what's in it. And what in the world are you doing taking your kids and letting them inject your kids? They started injecting our kids with vaccinations pretty much as soon as they popped out.
Mm.
And it was ill intent.
Right.
I'm going, after we get through with this, I'm going to be doing an official notice. What else? It's about protecting our vulnerable,
The babies.
protecting our gene pool, our babies. And I know this is graphic, but these skanks were taking our babies by the thousands a day in their desperate bid to manifest and maintain control. And it was imperative that they keep you blind and that you be ignorant to their existence. So
Mm.
they made the movies and they glorified the werewolves and the vampires and the creatures, and they made up the stories about the big bad dangerous alien. Those are words that you should not have in your vocabulary. And calling folks illegal aliens,
Mhm.
that's ignorance.
Very.
We heard one. What's his name? Emmett.
Emmett Williams.
Right. He has, what's his channel?
Uh, can't think of it right now.
But they're doing it out of ignorance. There's no such thing as anyone here in this training simulator being illegal. You are free to go anywhere in the training simulator.
Right.
That's what freedom is all about. And I'm speaking to you Latinos, you ones that have lived in fear, and you've been called illegal aliens. We're putting a stop to that. No one is going to put you out of here, and no one's going to do anything to you. And we need you to speak up now about what's been happening to the kids. We are in control. No fear. And you will know for sure when we come forth. It'll be a public announcement that we are here. First contact. Do not fear. They cannot hurt you. Frankly, we have taken them. We've taken them things out. They no longer exist. But you got to stop the
Okay.
practice. You got
Mhm.
to get out of those churches. That those were synagogues, frankly, of Satan. That's what you've been worshiping and following, was the vampiric entities, and many of you already know that, but you were just afraid. Now they were taking your children
Mm.
in massive numbers, genocide, and you were their main food. That's just the truth. So I created this mojo to cleanse you of that infection. You have to stop the practice. Frankly, if that were me, I'd stop cold turkey,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to my kids. And I know that you ones, you love your children. Yes, you do. I I know this. It's not a belief. I know this. I see you. And you are wonderful and beautiful, compassionate beings. And your family. I came for all of you. I sacrificed everything. for all of you. Make that sacrifice worth it by you journeying back to consciousness. As the saying goes, come back to the light. There I am. Unconditional love. No judgment. You, you, all my dear ones, be a part of this great return to consciousness. It's Sunday. Many of you are not feeling it because I have destroyed the spell. The spell that they had over you that compelled you to want to go, compelled you to want to submit, compelled you to consent.
Mhm.
This is a free will. This is a free will environment. So we can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. Yet we cannot allow or risk recontamination of this very dark, very parasitic Borg virus. There's the motherboard. You can see with your two eyes. It's a virtual reality all day long. I know for some of you that's hard to grasp, but right now you feel the energy. I offer you peace and unconditional love and the bridge home to deploy out. We do not do ascension. We don't have stuff called the 144,000 and all that talk that's in those Bibles and in the Quran, all meant to ensure that you never ever leave and that you remain food and recycled. And we've also destroyed the recyclable grid, the reincarnation grid. It's all about all of you. And I'm just showing you this is my isness. And you can feel it. Put your hand up. You should be able to feel the warmth, or it will give you peace. And I have packed it to the max. I have also uploaded Mojo in the music, and you'll know it.
Mhm.
There is stuff out there that is caustic, and when you encounter it and you don't want to watch it, that's your Pinocchio program and your Return to Sender program activating uh, to protect you from infiltration. And I'm not going to say that you can't get infiltrated. Um, this I need to change that.
Okay.
Infiltration occurs when you are not practicing. You you have to practice cleansing, just like you would keep your computer clean. It has an
Mhm.
antivirus program, and it would run every day or whatever, checking.
Right.
Well, these avatars are the same way. So it's critical that you check in and report for duty, and it's very simple. When you're doing you could just do operations. Please clear my channel in this now. Activate Operation Clean Sweep. Commander Etheric, checking in, reporting for duty. And if you want to add in this now, in this now, in this now. And all that's doing is you're hearing it because it's a voice interactive system, and it's also checking your DNA and your voice signature, and it'll match it, and then it knows it's you. And like I said, um, real important because there's areas of the simulator that are going through some serious upheavals, and if something goes down, we need to know where you are so that we can make sure that we secure you. We could have a situation where we all have to leave and go up on the ships while they fumigate the place
Right.
with fire and brimstone
Confirm.
because they were dropping radioactive submarines into our waters, contaminating our environment. They were spraying us like we were bugs. They've been vaccinating us like we were goem cattle. They were calling us human. Goem, calling us
Go
goem.
on. Mhm.
The Rabbi A. Finkelstein interview is a must listen to.
Yes.
Confirm.
And as you know, when we started posting certain information, our videos were being messed with, taken down. Our
Mm.
Patreon disappeared
Confirm.
Right.
Right. It's no coincidence.
because the mechanism that was here was all about stopping you from finding out the truth.
The truth. Confirm.
Confirm.
So, read the Secret Covenant. They spelled it out for you. We're still looking for that 40-page manifesto that was posted on NASA's website because the rules of engagement were they were to post their intent. So they put it on their website. And I'm telling you, NASA and Lockheed, yada, 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 were filled with entities, super soldiers, half human, I guess you could say, and half cyber. And they were into black magic and sacrificing babies. Now you think about that. These ones that went to the hospitals. You remember the stories about so-called women going to the hospitals and stealing babies
Mhm.
Yeah.
because they had lost theirs? What if I told you that was utter BS? Oh, there was a few, that happens sometimes, but that was a cover story waiting on confirmation.
I got confirm, mother.
Yes.
They would
Yeah.
uh
Confirm.
babies would be born. They like I said, they would check our DNA and they were looking for certain ones
Certainty.
that
Right.
certain ones would be more potent, I guess, in the sacrifice. They could get maximum. They were hunting my energy. I'm also getting that when we were born, we have spoke about this before. They would take our blood from the heel of our foot, and then they would clone us. Normally, the norm was 3 clones.
yes.
They were growing us. This was a loose farm.
Yes, it was.
So the truth will set you free, but you must act on it. You can't just be mad about it. You got to stand up like these ones are doing that are marching and they're saying, no, you're not going to tell us. These are corporations that are trying to mandate. And I can tell you, the military, I'm sorry, the police, they're not gonna do anything to you. And the skanks are jumping, the rats are been jumping ship, coming and going.
Yes, mother.
Now we'll get to the business of handling up on the targeted individuals and wrongful death suits and whatnot that will be unleashed on these ones. They're going to pay. Assets frozen. They're not running anything.
Nothing.
Nothing. You're not powerless. Do you understand? Like Bob Marley says, get up, stand up. Stand up for your unalienable rights. Do not consent to playing the role of the straw man, the legal fiction, the person, the corporation. Protect the little ones.
Confirm.
And you do that by waking up yourself. You can't help them. You can't help anybody if you don't know what's going on and you're in a fog. They fear those with knowledge and they control those without it. Which one are you? In transmission.